Shalom, welcome to the Jewish View. My name is Rabbi Nachman Simon with the Chabad House of Delmar, together with my co-producer Marc Gronich of jbiztechvalley.com and also Statewide News. We have a very, very special guest with us, Mr. Shawn Morse. He's the chairman of the Albany County Legislature.
Yes.
So very happy Shalom. We give you a shalom in Hebrew. I know you're not Jewish, but teach a little Hebrew while we're here on the Jewish View.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I really enjoy being here.
Now, Shawn, you're from Cohoes.
I am, born and raised.
And you're a firefighter in Cohoes.
I am. Been a fireman for 24 years.
Okay. Well, do they say fireman or?
It's firefighter because we have women firefighters as well. So
right. So it's the generic now, right?
It's the generic.
And then we have, and you were in the county legislature for what, 2 terms before you were elevated?
I ran in the special election in 2004.
To replace whom?
Well, it was a Jackie DeChiro was in the seat. She's a principal in our school. A wonderful woman, does a great job in our schools.
Yeah. So she left, and then you ran in the special, or was it had to do
Well,
with
I actually ran against her.
Oh, you ran against her?
I did,
oh,
yes. Okay. I ran against her in the special election. I ran actually as an independent.
Oh.
And in the city of Cohoes, when you were born, they stamped you with Democrat only.
That's right.
And I am a Democrat, and I believe in the Democratic principles. But in order for me to run, I had no line to run on. So I ran on the independence line. And historically, it was the first one ever to win a seat that wasn't a Democrat in the city.
Now, independence or independent?
The Independence Party.
Independence Party line you won on.
I had the Independence Party line, and I had the Working Families line, and the Conservative line. And so my chances of winning, were slim to none. But
you did it.
Slim showed up, and we worked hard, and people believed in our message, and we won.
Wow, that's terrific.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about how the beginning happened for you. Did you did you always want to run for office? Because you took a shot, you didn't like her, or you just decided
truthfully, I love her, and I love the family. I've been friends with the family a long time ago. I just have this belief that it's not about friendship when it comes to representing people. It's about taking care of the people. Yeah. And I actually got involved because I've been an advocate at one of the senior centers in Cohoes for many years, especially as a firefighter. You're there a lot. People get sick and they're older, so you're called out a lot. And it was under their encouragement that I run. And, I used to laugh about it when I was there helping them do certain things. And then one day, I showed up and they had a whole group of people, and they threw a little fundraiser for me and said, "You're going to run. We want you to run." And so I took them up on the offer.
All of a sudden it got in your blood. You didn't really you didn't campaign for other people. You didn't do fundraisers for other people. You just were doing your thing as a firefighter and helping out wherever you could in the community, and you were just plucked out. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, I've always been a strong advocate for people. Look, I was born and raised in a poor family. I know the struggles that most of us face, and I was always helping people, just in a different capacity. I was just helping them as an advocate, as a friend.
As a resident.
As a resident.
As a neighbor.
As a neighbor.
I think that's the true idea of American representation. And a lot of times you have politicians, they go to law school and I'll be a politician. Yeah. And here it's just, really, I think that's what the real American system was always supposed to be. Someone from the area and, one of your own, and someone who could stand up and represent the people and just come up, not like saying, I want to be a professional.
Right.
That's what I want to do for a living, is to be a politician. So I think it's beautiful.
And truthfully, growing up, I wanted to be in a position where I could find a way to help people. And I thought, I had family in the fire department. I couldn't think of a better job. It's the greatest job in the world. You're there helping people in the worst of times, and sometimes in the best of the times. You see.
Can I ask you about fire department? I don't really meet too many Jewish firemen. I don't know why, but in any case, it's a dangerous job in general. It's just, you see these guys with go into the fire sometimes. I don't know how many fires really come up per day.
Yeah, and taking off on that, I was also going to ask you about if you could relate a story to us about a time when your life might have been in jeopardy, that something might have been dangerous that you thought.
I think, the job is inherently dangerous because you're obviously running into situations where most people would be running out of. And, it's just one of those jobs where people's lives sometimes are in danger, and they depend on you to help them. And I've been blessed. I was lucky enough to save a lady who was trapped in one of the fires in Cohoes, and that was probably one of the best moments of my life. And I've seen the other side of some really tragic things. You know, you don't think of danger. You kind of just do the job, just like, you know, the great heroes that we have, our soldiers. We go out there and we do the job, our police departments. And I've been honored, I've been blessed, and I'm privileged to be a firefighter. And again, I don't think there's a greater job in the world, and you know, I'm glad that that's the career I've taken.
Well, that's something you have in common with our county executive, who used to be in your position, Dan McCoy. He's a firefighter as well in the city of Albany. Yeah,
Danny was a firefighter at the airport, and then he went to the city of Albany, and then you know, obviously he chose to leave that career and go to where he is now. And I guess it's almost like being a firefighter. You're constantly
putting out fires.
Putting out fires. It's been a, you know, it's been an interesting.
But when he was in the county legislature and you were in the county legislature, there was a different, you know, and you were both rank and file members. You know, you were both firefighters.
Absolutely.
You know, did you have that bond? Did you become stronger friends knowing that you were?
Yeah,
what was the relationship?
I think when you're in a business that only those who are in it can really relate to the things that you do. You have a bond, and you know, in our profession, I can go anywhere in the world where there's firefighters and knock on the door and say, I need your help, and they'll call me brother. Hey brother, how are you? And help me out. So there's always been a strong bond amongst firefighters. And so me and Danny, you know, obviously had that bond because of the business. We've been friends for a long time, and it made it interesting to see two firefighters down into the county legislature. But you know, it was I'm glad